Good morning, everybody. Hello, and welcome to our Tuesday morning Business Growth Insights. Happy Tuesday. I hope you are having a fabulous week this week. I can't wait to get going with our training that we have today. Now, just bear with me for a sec while I make sure that I can see your comments, guys. How's your week been so far? If you're popping on, say g'day. If you're watching the replay, pop hashtag replay in the comments. I would love to come back and say g'day to you and just engage with you. Feel like I'm in the room with you guys. Those of you who've watched me do these presentations for a little bit there, you'll know that, yes, okay, while I'm sitting here in my office, I'm talking to a camera. I like to feel like we are all in the room together. That is the joys of online and being able to see your comments coming up. All right, everybody. So as I said, today we have our Tuesday morning Business Growth Insights. We are going live in a couple of places in my Confident Successful Business Owners Facebook group. We're going live onto my profile, my Facebook profile, and also in LinkedIn as well. So if you are watching on LinkedIn and you would like to come over and join our wonderful Facebook group, which is a really supportive Facebook group for business owners, which is also where we house the replays of all of our free trainings, you are welcome to come over and join us. So just come on over to Facebook, search for Confident Successful Business Owners, and you will find us, everybody. Again, so if you are popping on, say g'day. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ali Sugars, and I am a business empowerment coach with a real passion for helping people in small and micro businesses to grow and scale and develop your businesses to a level of success with confidence that you might not realize that you have. And I teach in four main specific areas. We teach in mindset, motivation, marketing, and momentum. And today, as I said, we have a free training for you. We come every single Tuesday to do these free trainings. Today, we're going to talk about something in the area of mindset, and we're going to talk about breaking through the fear of being visible in business. And this is something that I have dealt with as a business owner, as a new business owner, now as a successful business owner. I still deal with this sometimes. And even this morning, coming live and doing some training for you guys, this is me being visible in my business. And it doesn't mean necessarily for everybody about going live, but there's other ways that we can be visible in our business as well. So I want to talk to you. If you are someone who's kind of sitting there, you might be sitting back and thinking, oh, I really, really want to start a business, okay? Or I know that I need to get out there more in my business to make it work for me. If you're someone who's thinking like that, we're going to talk through these fears today, and I'm going to give you some ways that you can break through them, okay? So again, if you are popping on, say g'day, good morning, my beautiful Parme. This is my beautiful PA. If you are watching, live, just pop g'day in the chat and I will be able to see. Dean, sure, I can see you watching. I see you, buddy. All right, so let's get on with today's training. So as I said, we're going to talk about, just bear with me a sec while all the techie stuff happens. We're going to talk about breaking through the fear of being visible in business. Now, guys, if there's one thing I have learned, it's that, there are a bunch of really common fears in business. If you've watched my trainings before, you will know that, I've been through all of this. This is how, and this is why I teach on it, because, a lot of us will think, and I still think this, I think this about my mentors and the people I follow, and I look at them and I think, oh my goodness, you're doing so well in business. How are you not scared to do what you do and get out there? Well, guess what? One thing I've learned is that it doesn't matter how successful you are, how new you are, everybody has basically the same fears that I'm going to share with you now. So this is probably the one that I come across the most with people, is that we feel not good enough or not as good as others. Now, you've probably heard of the term imposter syndrome before. And this is a real thing, guys. we compare ourselves. Like I just said, I look at my mentors and I just go, how are you doing what you're doing? How am I ever going to be as good as you are? And so this is where we just, in our minds, we just go, oh God, I don't think I'm ever going to be as good as Denise Duffield Thomas or Sarah Proud or Mel Robbins or, Tony Robb, whoever it is. We go, I don't think I'm ever going to be as good as them. I'm not as good as them now. So I'm not going to bother, or I'm too scared to put myself out there because I'm afraid of looking like a fool or not good enough. Okay. Another thing that holds us back is we worry that we don't know enough. And I almost fell into this trap as someone who was, learning as I went and growing as a business coach. And I almost fell into this trap of, I just need that one more certification. I just need to do that one more course before I'm ready to put myself out there. And I actually had to get real with myself at one stage and go, you know what, Ali, you know more than enough to put your knowledge into practice and provide a service. Now, for that's for service-based businesses. For product-based businesses, you might be thinking, my product isn't developed enough yet for me to get out there, for me to put it out there and sell it, to even trial it. Guys, here's the thing. If you don't put it out there, you're never going to know, even if it's not perfect, you're actually never going to know how to improve it in the first place. All right. So don't worry if you don't know it, if you think you don't know enough, there is a point where you have to believe that you do know enough. Okay. Another one is, I don't know what to say. What do I say? So in the academy that I run, the Heart and Soul Business Academy, I teach my clients a strategy. I teach them how to, create what to say on social media. There is a formula that we follow that helps us with exactly what to say, that gets people wanting to know more and more about us. And so, again, I know that something ironically, something that I sometimes struggle to do is write. Like, I'm a talker. Those of you who can't tell that, I'm a talker. I like to talk. So when it comes to writing things down, that's when I struggle with what to say. And sometimes, if I allow it, it holds me back from what I put out there on social media in the written word, right? So it's a fear of going, well, I don't think it's not, as well as I don't know what to say, it's like I don't know that anyone's going to listen to what I'm going to say, or I don't have enough to say that's valuable. Trust me, you do. Here's a big one. What if I make a mistake? Who cares? That's all I'm going to say to that one. Who cares if you make a mistake? Hell, I make mistakes all the time. And those of you who've watched my trainings for a little while, you will know now that I come and I'm like, did you make a mistake? Yes, I made a mistake. Like, I went through a period of being so petrified of stumbling over my words, of saying too much, of forgetting what I was saying, of spelling mistakes in the written word. Now, here's the thing. None of us are perfect, least of all me. I have spelling mistakes in my written copy all the time. But when I see it, I learn from it, I correct it, okay? In these lives, in these trainings I do with my clients, sometimes I stumble over my words, sometimes I stuff up, sometimes I forget where I am, and that's okay. Everyone is allowed to make mistakes. Don't worry about it if you make them. When you do make them, and you will, that's why they are there to learn from them. This is another big one I see. Now, Pame, I'm just watching the time too. Can you please tell me, sweetie, when it's about 5 minutes to go? That's all right. Thank you. So we worry that there's too many people out there doing the same thing as us. Okay. Now, I'm a business coach, guys. There are crap tons of business coaches out there in the world. And in fact, in a study that I have done recently for my own business and for some more future study that I'm doing, I have learned that business coaching is one of the biggest growing small businesses in the world. Now, if I was to sit back and worry that there were too many others doing the same thing, then I wouldn't be where I am now. And you might have a product, there are too many people out there selling jewelry. There are so many other people out there in the same direct sales company than I am. How am I going to compete with them? Again, in the Heart and Soul Business Academy, I teach you a strategy so you can stand out. This is the whole idea, guys, of us needing to be visible in our business so people can see you, they can get to know you, and they can resonate with you as a person and what you're doing. So don't worry if there's too many others doing the same thing. You will stand out and the right people will resonate with you. This is probably the second biggest one that I see. It's probably a toss-up between the first one and this one. We fear using our personal profile for personal Facebook profile for business, or our personal social media profiles for business, because we sit there go, well, there's several fears around this. What will my friends think? What will my family think? I haven't told my family what I'm doing. What will my family think if they find out what I'm doing? My friends aren't going to want to be friends with me on social media anymore because they're going to get sick of me doing all my businessy stuff. Now, I have said this before and I will continue to say this. I had all these fears, but once I made the decision, and I would encourage you to make this decision too, if you are going to utilize social media for business, then be on social media for business. Don't be ashamed of the choice that you have made to be in business. Shout it loud and proud. Be proud of yourself that you have made this courageous decision to start a business. And I can guarantee that, the right people are going to support you in that decision, whether it's family, whether it's friends. And if they don't, that's okay. You've probably all heard life is all about who we surround ourselves with. We are the sum of the five top people that we surround ourselves with. So surround yourselves with positive people. Okay, so these are the fears. So I'm just looking at the time. These are the common fears that we all have. Now, I'm going to take you through 10 tips to break through these fears. Okay, I've got to go through these quickly because I've got 17 minutes. Okay, so first of all, remember, guys, it is completely safe to be seen. In fact, it is necessary to be seen when you are building a business. If you have a website, and a lot of us will believe, I've got my website, I've perfected my website, or I've put my Facebook business page up. This is when we just think people are going to magically find us. They're actually not. This is why we need to actively get out there and be visible on social media. Okay. But then the fear comes into it. And we go, I don't know if, and you look at all those fears that I just shared with you, I don't know that it's safe for me to be out there. I want you to take a deep breath and just say to yourself, and this can be an affirmation that you use in your business, it is safe to be seen in business. Okay. And this also goes back to that friends and family issue. It is very, very safe to be seen. Number 2 is you can grow your visibility. Hey, Dawn, how you going, beautiful lady? Grow your visibility step by step. So a lot of people will also think that, to have a successful business, we need to be, be everywhere all at once. We need to do everything all at once. You don't, guys. Remember that everybody started somewhere. Now, people, and I was actually having a conversation with one of my dear friends the other day, and she said to me, and this sounds like a brag, it kind of is, but it's not. She said to me, I have watched you grow over the last 2 years. And while that was a humongous compliment, I sat back and I thought about it, and I thought back to where I was 2 years ago when I started the Business Academy, when I started as a business coach. I didn't really, I started from nothing. You know what I mean? And so over the years, I've not grown overnight. Anyone who says they're an overnight success, it's not true, right? But we all grow overnight. We all grow step by step. We've all started somewhere. Okay, so again, it's safe to be visible. We've all started somewhere, and just do it step by step at your own pace, the pace that's comfortable for you. Again, you don't have to compete with anybody else. You don't have, this is your business. You know where you want to be when. This is why it's important to set goals as well. So I hope this is to give me a 3 in the comments if people are picking down what I'm putting up, picking up what I'm putting down. My God, I always get that wrong. See, mistakes, doesn't matter. All right, number 3. This is a big one because people are always worried, and this is a conversation I have a lot with my clients. How much do I put out there? How much do I share of myself? How much do I share in my business? Guys, you are completely in control of what you share. And again, you are Parme. Hello, Gay. How you going, beautiful one? It's a good affirmation, isn't it? Yes, it is. Dawn 3, beautiful. Now, guys, again, you are completely in control of what you share. I went through a phase when I was doing personal coaching, which was 3 years ago now. I was sharing a lot of my personal life. And again, having a conversation with a friend the other day, I was saying, she's saying, you share a lot of yourself on social media. I'm like, yeah, I do, but there's a lot that I don't share, right? I go to a level where I am comfortable. And it's not only that, it's more about protecting people in my life as well. I'm not going to share, it's not necessary to share the nitty-gritty details of our life on social media to get people to like us, right? To get people to resonate with us. But it's a matter of sharing what we're comfortable in sharing in a way that makes other people comfortable as well. So, if you're worried, and again, look at all those fears, guys. If you're worried about what your family and friends are going to think, if you're worried about, whatever it is you're worried about, you are in control of what you share. So again, deep breath. You've got this. We're going to do a lot of deep breaths this morning. All right, number 4, I'm going to move on. Use your fears to help guide you. So use your fears as an instinct. Right? I love this one. And again, this is something that I do every day, right? There are things in business that we kind of, maybe sometimes there's new things that we think we want to try. Hey, Angie, how you going, lovely? There's new things that we might want to try, but we just go, A, I'm scared to try it, and B, I'm not really sure if it's the right thing. So this is when you got to listen to that gut instinct, and you're either going to go, yeah, like, there's going to be everything in your being that says, yes, I need to do that. And like, yes, I'm scared about it, but I've got to do it anyway. There might be a fear that kind of goes, yeah, it's more of a doubt than a fear. You just go, oh, I'm not quite sure that that's right. If your instinct, right, not your fears, there's a very big difference. Your instinct and your fears. If your instinct is telling you that it's not right, that's probably the case, okay? But it's like a gut and a heart feeling, if that makes sense. Fear is more in the head. Instinct is more in the gut. Oh, that's a good quote. Wow. Can you write that down, Parme? Coming up with some gems today. Okay, number 5. Focus on your vision rather than your fears. So a lot of us would have come into business with a vision, right? You've got this big, hairy, audacious goal, or you've got this big dream that you want to create in business. Focus on that vision. Right? Do your meditations, do your vision exercises, focus on that vision. We are always going to have fear in fears in business, okay? And as we grow, those fears, they're probably going to be the same, but just around different areas in our lives, right? Or, like I said, I'm growing in my business, but I still have the same fears. But something that I do is I focus on the vision and the dream that I want to make reality. If I keep doing that, that is what helps me deal with the fears. It helps me to do what I need to do anyway, right? Feel the fear and do it anyway. I love that saying. I absolutely love that saying. Okay. Remind yourself, guys, that what you are selling is valuable, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, okay? And yet you have made this decision to come into business. Not lightly, I'm sure. I know that my decision to come into business was not made lightly. And so, I love to remind my clients that the service that they are providing is a valuable service, or their product. It's an incredible product. So be proud. Get it, be proud. Shout it loud and proud is what I'm trying to say. Shout it loud and proud about what you do and what you sell. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of what you've created, whatever it is, product or service. It is a valuable product or service, and it's something that people need and that people want in their lives. So continue to remind yourself that. I'm sure who was it, Angie? Gay, you said you love that affirmation. See if you can come up, what's an affirmation around this that you can make, right? Remind yourself that what you are selling is valuable. So an affirmation could be, my product or service is valuable to, and whoever you're selling it to. Right, my Heart and Soul Business Academy is valuable to people running small to micro businesses. So something like that, I'm sure you can make it much better than that. Okay, number 7 is trust in yourself to deal with whatever arises. Now, business is not all hunky-dory, is it? Let's be honest. No, we have our ups, we have our downs, we have our good days, we have our bad days, we have our in-between days. And there are little spot fires that crop up every now and then that we need to deal with. So trust in yourself, right? Sometimes we go into business and it's like, oh my God, what if someone asked me for a refund? Oh my God. That's okay. If that arises, just trust yourself to deal with it. If I don't know, you send out a product and for whatever the reason, and something happens in the post, deal with the issue as it arises, but trust yourself that you've got this. You know your product, you know your service, and you can deal with all of those spot fires and whatever arises. There's dozens, there's hundreds of things, of possibilities. If we were to worry about all the possibilities of what could happen, I don't think any of us would ever put ourselves out there. I know I wouldn't. So trust yourself that you've got this. Trust yourself that you've come into business for a reason, and you're awesome. You can deal with anything that's put in your path. Number 8, keep a healthy perspective. All of these, guys, all of these things are helping you keep a healthy perspective. And what I want to say around this is, yes, we're in business. Yes, we're in business to make a living, right? To support ourselves in business. Keeping a healthy perspective is in my mind, having a healthy work-life balance. Something that I say quite often is having a business is like having another baby sometimes, right? These are our babies. I feel like my business is my third child. I've birthed it from the beginning, but I can't allow my business to be everything. Okay, yes, it's important, but I have learned to have a work week. Okay, I have a private life outside of business. So many times I see people who are in their business 24/7 and they're getting completely burnt out. I have done that, and it is not healthy. So make sure you have a private life outside of your business. Keep a healthy perspective. Okay. All right. Number 9 is reclaim your power and use your visibility as an opportunity to heal. This is a huge one. So my how do I want to put this? So a lot of times we have come into business because of things that have happened personally in our lives. Now, to kind of describe this, I went into personal coaching and my clients became me, probably about 10 years before that. So I was literally helping people through what I had been through. But I was using my story to help people to recover in their own lives. But also what this did was, as I went live, or as I put myself out there more on social media, it wasn't just about going live, it was putting myself out there on social media. I was sharing my story on a level that I was comfortable with, in a way that I was comfortable with. And it actually helped me heal as I went along. Not only heal and grow. So if you are, in a space where, and this happens for a lot of coaches, where we've come into our business because of things that have happened in our own past, sharing your story, getting yourself out there, helping others can actually help you reclaim your power and help you heal as well. This one might not necessarily be for everybody, and that's okay. But I can tell you that this is one thing that has really helped me and continues to help me in my business, in my personal life, that is. Okay, number 10, the last one, but not the least one. Seek support to help you in your visibility. Hey, Ellie, how you going, lovely? Okay, so, we all go through a moment, or a lot of us will go through a moment where, we think, I've got this, I can do this all by myself. Do you know what? You probably can. But let me tell you, it is easier as someone who's tried to do it alone, and someone who has, got the support to help me be visible. It was a lot easier when I didn't do it alone. It was a lot easier when I had that support, that mentor, okay, that coach. Now, am I talking about seeking out a business coach? Absolutely, guys. If you want help to be visible in your business, I'm your woman. I would love the opportunity to help you get more visible in your business, right? This is the whole reason I do these trainings, to help you get visible, is to support you in your business. And one way that I help you do that is I run the Heart and Soul Virtual Expo, guys. Now, we have our virtual expo, our next one, we run them 4 times a year. We have our next one coming up in August, on August the 10th and 11th and 12th. And this is an incredible way for you guys to get visible. We hold this virtual expo in a dedicated Facebook group with people who join the group because they want to come and they want to do some shopping, right? They want to learn about small businesses. They want to support small businesses. Okay, so now I'm actually going to be going live again later on today to share more in depth about how the Heart and Soul Virtual Expo can help you guys be more visible in business, and how it can help you communicate, it can help you grow, you can learn, there's a lot of training in there, and I help mentor you in this. And guys, it is only $50. It's $50 to be a stall holder. Now, we've got $95 to be a sponsorship, but unfortunately all our sponsorships places are taken at the moment. But if you would like to be a stall holder, guys, it's only $50 for 3 days of full promotion in your business. So if you want to know more, my beautiful Parme has just popped the link in the comments here. That'll take you to a landing page where you can watch a small video about how it all works. You can register as a stall holder there, and we would absolutely love to have you as a stall holder. As I said, we've got, it's happening on the 10th, 11th and 12th of August, guys. So I do look forward to seeing you and having you as a part of the Heart and Soul Virtual Expo, guys. Now, let me just bring back the screen. Here I am. Here we go. I'm just looking to see. Oh, Sam, hi. Sorry, I haven't been able to see all the comments. Next week, guys. Next week, I move into at the end of this week, I move into my unit, and I'm going to have my dual screen again. Oh my God, I can't wait to have my office set up properly the way I want it all set up. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I really do sincerely hope that this training has helped you with all the fears that you have in business, or, fears that you may have, fears that might crop up. All right. Just remember that you have got this. You're in business for a reason. You're amazing. The fact that you have chosen to be in business in the first place is an incredibly brave decision, courageous decision. I truly believe it takes a special kind of person to be in business for themselves, to A, make the decision, and then B, be in business for themselves. It's an extremely courageous decision. So, guys, you have got this. You're amazing. And hello, 11 Services. I don't know your name, but hello, you are very welcome. All right. I look forward to seeing you over in the Heart and Soul Virtual Expo. I will see you again next Tuesday for some more Business Insights growth training. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye.